Welcome back to HD Old Coins 51. Today, we're diving into the fascinating world of old HD coins, specifically the HD Old Coins 51 collection. These coins hold incredible history, unique designs, and stories from the past that every collector or enthusiast will want to hear. Whether you're a seasoned numismatist or just starting your coin collection journey, this video will explore the hidden details and value of these treasures. So grab a seat and let's uncover the history behind these remarkable coins together. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more rare coin discoveries. Top 1. The 1925 5-cent coin from the United States, commonly known as the Buffalo nickel, is a fascinating piece of history that carries within it the spirit of an evolving nation. At its core, it is not just a piece of currency but a window into an era defined by cultural shifts, artistic brilliance, and a nation grappling with its identity. As we journey back to the mid-1920s, the United States was roaring into modernity. The echoes of World War I had faded, and the economy was surging in what many referred to as the Roaring Twenties. Jazz music filled the air, and flapper culture redefined fashion and norms. It was a time of innovation and optimism, and the coins minted during this period were no exception in reflecting these dynamic changes. The Buffalo nickel, introduced in 1913, was the brainchild of James Earl Fraser, a sculptor renowned for his ability to encapsulate the essence of the American West. This 5-cent coin was unlike any of its predecessors. Its design was bold, evocative, and uniquely American. On one side, it featured the dignified profile of a Native American chief. Fraser later revealed that this was not a depiction of a single person but a composite of 3 native leaders: Iron Tail, 2 Moons, and Big Tree, each contributing features that gave the portrait its character and strength. On the reverse side, a bison stood majestically. This particular bison, named Black Diamond, was a resident of the Bronx Zoo at the time and symbolized the untamed beauty of the American wilderness. The 1925 edition of the Buffalo nickel was minted in 3 locations: Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. Each of these mints left its own mark on the coin, with the Philadelphia version lacking a mint mark and the Denver and San Francisco coins bearing a small D or S, respectively. What makes the 1925 Buffalo nickel particularly intriguing is the story behind its minting. The United States Mint faced significant challenges in producing this coin. Fraser's intricate design, while artistically stunning, posed practical difficulties. The raised details of the design caused rapid wear on the dies, resulting in coins that often showed signs of weakness, particularly in areas such as the date and the bison's horn. This issue of rapid wear had an unintended consequence. Many 1925 Buffalo nickels are found today with their dates partially or completely worn away. This has elevated the rarity and value of well-preserved examples, especially those from the Denver and San Francisco mints, which had much lower production numbers compared to Philadelphia. Collectors often seek coins with sharp details and fully legible dates, making high-grade examples of the 1925 Buffalo nickel highly prized. When you hold a 1925 Buffalo nickel, you're holding more than just a coin. You're holding a piece of art, a symbol of a bygone era, and a testament to the craftsmanship of early 20th century coinage. The Native American chief on the obverse side stares into the distance with a gaze that feels timeless, while the bison on the reverse seems to embody the rugged resilience of the American spirit. Every detail, from the intricate feathers in the chief's hair to the textured fur of the bison, tells a story of dedication and artistry. Over the decades, the 1925 Buffalo nickel has become a favorite among numismatists. Its appeal lies not only in its design and historical significance, but also in its rarity and the challenge it presents to collectors. Finding a well-preserved 1925 Buffalo nickel, especially one from the Denver or San Francisco mint, is a thrilling discovery. These coins are often found in collections and auctions, where their value can range from modest sums for lower-grade examples to significant amounts for coins in mint state condition. One of the most exciting aspects of collecting the 1925 Buffalo nickel is uncovering its journey through time. Each coin has a story to tell. Whether it passed through countless hands in the bustling streets of New York City or traveled across the vast plains of the Midwest, the wear and tear on the coin is like a diary of its travels, a silent witness to the lives it touched and the history it saw. Today, the 1925 Buffalo nickel continues to captivate collectors and historians alike. Its value extends beyond the monetary realm, offering a glimpse into the cultural and historical fabric of the United States. Whether you're a seasoned collector or a curious enthusiast, the 1925 Buffalo nickel is a coin that invites you to explore and appreciate the artistry, history, and legacy it represents. As we conclude this exploration of the 1925 Buffalo nickel, we are reminded of the enduring power of coins to connect us to the past. They are more than just objects. They are storytellers, carrying with them the echoes of the people, places, and events that shaped their existence. The 1925 Buffalo nickel is a shining example of this, a small yet profound reminder of a time when art, history, and culture converged in the form of a humble 5-cent piece. Top 2. The story of the 1934 Buffalo nickel is one that takes us back to a pivotal period in American history, a time when the nation was slowly emerging from the grip of the Great Depression. This coin, part of the beloved Buffalo nickel series, is more than just a piece of currency. It is a tangible reminder of resilience, artistry, and the indomitable spirit of the American people. Its story is intertwined with the challenges of its time, the brilliance of its design, and its lasting appeal to collectors and historians. By 1934, the United States was beginning to recover from the economic devastation of the early 1930s. President Franklin D. Roosevelt's New Deal programs were in full swing, aiming to revive industries, create jobs, and restore public confidence. The nation was yearning for symbols of hope and unity, and in many ways, the Buffalo nickel represented just that. Introduced in 1913 and designed by the acclaimed sculptor James Earl Fraser, the Buffalo nickel celebrated America's cultural and natural heritage, serving as a small yet powerful reminder of the country's roots. The obverse side of the coin features the profile of a Native American chief, a composite portrait inspired by 3 prominent figures: Iron Tail, 2 Moons, and Big Tree. This design captures strength, dignity, and a sense of timeless wisdom, paying homage to the original inhabitants of the land. On the reverse side, the iconic image of a bison stands proudly, symbolizing the rugged beauty of the American wilderness. The bison, modeled after a living animal named Black Diamond from the Bronx Zoo, adds a layer of authenticity and connection to the natural world. The 1934 Buffalo nickel was minted in 2 locations, Philadelphia and Denver. Each mint produced coins with subtle differences, and these nuances play a significant role in their appeal to collectors. The Philadelphia coins, lacking a mint mark, were produced in greater quantities, making them more accessible. The Denver coins, on the other hand, are marked with a small D beneath the words 5 cents on the reverse side. Although the Denver Mint produced fewer coins that year, neither the Philadelphia nor Denver issues of 1934 are considered particularly rare in lower grades. However, their value increases significantly in higher grades, especially those with sharp details and strong luster. The production of the Buffalo nickel was not without challenges. Fraser's intricate design, while beautiful, posed significant issues during minting. The raised details of the design led to rapid dye wear, resulting in coins that often lacked sharpness in key areas. This is particularly evident in the 1934 edition, where weak strikes and worn dyes affected the clarity of features such as the date, the chief's profile, and the bison's horn. Collectors today seek coins that have retained their details, and well-struck examples are highly prized. One fascinating aspect of the 1934 Buffalo nickel is its role as a bridge between 2 pivotal moments in American history. It belongs to the period when the Buffalo nickel series was nearing its end. 1938 would mark the final year of production before the series was replaced by the Jefferson nickel. At the same time, it represents a turning point in the nation's journey through the Great Depression. The coins minted in 1934 were part of the economic lifeblood of the time, circulating widely and serving as a reminder of the resilience needed to navigate challenging times. For collectors, the 1934 Buffalo nickel offers a rewarding pursuit. While lower-grade coins are relatively common, finding specimens in higher grades, such as mint state or with full strike details, is a thrilling challenge. The appeal of this coin lies not only in its scarcity at higher grades, but also in its artistic and historical significance. Each 1934 Buffalo nickel carries with it the story of a nation striving to rebuild and move forward, and this narrative resonates deeply with those who appreciate its legacy. In recent years, the 1934 Buffalo nickel has seen consistent interest from collectors and investors alike. Coins in lower grades are accessible to novice collectors, offering an affordable entry point into the world of numismatics. Meanwhile, coins in exceptional condition, those with full luster, sharp details, and minimal wear, can command significant premiums at auctions. The Denver minted coins, while not exceedingly rare, are particularly desirable in high grades due to their relatively smaller mintage and the challenges of finding well-preserved examples. The 1934 Buffalo nickel also invites a deeper appreciation for the artistry and craftsmanship of James Earl Fraser. His ability to encapsulate the essence of the American spirit in such a small canvas is nothing short of remarkable. The Native American chief and the bison are more than just images. They are symbols of a rich cultural heritage and a connection to the land. Collectors often remark on the emotional resonance of the Buffalo nickel, a testament to Fraser's vision and talent. As we reflect on the legacy of the 1934 Buffalo nickel, it becomes clear that this coin is much more than a relic of the past. It is a piece of living history, a work of art, and a symbol of perseverance. Whether you're a seasoned numismatist or someone just beginning to explore the world of coins, the 1934 Buffalo nickel offers an opportunity to connect with a fascinating chapter in America's story. Its timeless design, historical context, and enduring appeal make it a treasure worth celebrating and preserving. In closing, the 1934 Buffalo nickel is a reminder of the power of art and history to inspire and unite. It speaks to a time when the nation faced tremendous challenges and emerged stronger, and it continues to captivate and inspire collectors and enthusiasts around the world. Each coin tells a story, and the story of the 1934 Buffalo nickel is one of beauty, resilience, and hope, a legacy that will endure for generations to come. Top 3. The 1935 Buffalo nickel stands as a testament to the enduring artistry and cultural significance of American coinage during the early 20th century. This coin, part of the legendary Buffalo nickel series, represents a nation navigating the complexities of the Great Depression while preserving a connection to its rich heritage. Each 1935 Buffalo nickel carries with it the echoes of an era marked by resilience, creativity, and hope for a better future. By the mid-1930s, the United States was still grappling with the economic challenges of the Great Depression. Franklin D. Roosevelt's New Deal programs aimed to provide relief and recovery, injecting optimism into a weary populace. Amid this backdrop, the Buffalo nickel continued to circulate widely, a small yet powerful symbol of American strength and cultural pride. Designed by the renowned sculptor James Earl Fraser, the Buffalo nickel series had been captivating the public since its introduction in 1913, and the 1935 edition was no exception. The coin's design is a masterpiece of numismatic art. On the obverse side, the profile of a Native American chief commands attention. Fraser revealed that this portrait was a composite of 3 real-life Native leaders: Irontail, Two Moons, and Big Tree. Their features combine to create a figure that exudes dignity, wisdom, and strength. This design served as a tribute to the original inhabitants of the land, honoring their legacy in a way that few coins had done before. On the reverse side, the majestic image of a bison stands proudly. This bison, believed to have been modeled after Black Diamond, a resident of the Bronx Zoo, symbolizes the untamed wilderness and the rugged beauty of the American West. Every detail, from the textured fur of the bison to the landscape beneath its hooves, reflects Fraser's dedication to capturing the spirit of the American frontier. The 1935 Buffalo nickel was minted in 3 locations: Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. Each mint left its unique imprint on the coin, marked by a small letter on the reverse beneath the words 5 cents. Coins from Philadelphia lack a mint mark, while those from Denver and San Francisco are denoted by a D and an S, respectively. The mintage numbers varied across these locations, with Philadelphia producing the highest quantity and San Francisco the lowest. As a result, the 1935 Buffalo nickel is particularly sought after by collectors, especially in higher grades. The minting process of the Buffalo nickel was fraught with challenges, and the 1935 edition was no exception. Fraser's intricate design, while visually stunning, posed significant difficulties during production. The raised details of the coin, such as the Native American's profile and the bison's features, caused rapid wear on the dies. This led to issues with weak strikes and uneven details, particularly in areas like the date, the bison's horn, and the fur texture. Coins with sharp, well-defined details are relatively scarce, making them highly desirable among collectors. For numismatists, the 1935 Buffalo nickel offers a fascinating glimpse into the era's craftsmanship and history. Lower-grade examples are accessible to novice collectors, providing an affordable entry point into the world of Buffalo nickels. However, coins in higher grades, such as mint state, MS, or those with a full strike designation, command significant premiums. The appeal of this coin lies not only in its scarcity at higher grades, but also in its timeless design and cultural significance. Over the years, the 1935 Buffalo nickel has garnered admiration for its historical and artistic value. It represents a bridge between two eras, the fading days of the frontier and the modernizing spirit of the early 20th century. Each coin tells a story of resilience, capturing the struggles and aspirations of the people who used it during a challenging time in American history. One of the most exciting aspects of collecting Buffalo nickels is the thrill of discovering rare varieties and well-preserved examples. The 1935 Buffalo nickel is no exception, with collectors often seeking out coins with full, legible dates and sharply struck details. The Denver and San Francisco issues, due to their lower mintages, are particularly prized in higher grades. Coins with natural toning or unique characteristics can further enhance their desirability, making each piece a unique artifact. In recent decades, the value of the 1935 Buffalo nickel has remained strong, reflecting its popularity among collectors and investors alike. While lower-grade coins are affordable and widely available, high-grade examples and those from the San Francisco Mint can fetch impressive prices at auctions. These coins are not just investments but also pieces of history that connect collectors to a bygone era. The legacy of the 1935 Buffalo nickel is one of artistry, resilience, and cultural significance. It reminds us of the power of design to capture the essence of a nation, celebrating its heritage while looking toward the future. James Earl Fraser's creation continues to captivate and inspire, offering a tangible link to America's past and a reminder of the enduring beauty of its natural and cultural landscapes. As we conclude this exploration of the 1935 Buffalo nickel, it's clear that this coin is more than just a piece of metal. It is a symbol of a nation's strength and spirit, a work of art, and a collector's treasure. Whether you're an experienced numismatist or a curious enthusiast, the 1935 Buffalo nickel invites you to delve into its story and appreciate the artistry and history it represents. Each 1935 Buffalo nickel holds within it the echoes of a transformative time in American history. It stands as a testament to the creativity and determination of its designers, the resilience of the people who used it, and the enduring appeal of coins as symbols of culture and identity. The journey of this coin, from its minting to its place in collections today, is a story worth celebrating, and its legacy will continue to inspire generations to come. Top forward in the early 20th century, the United States faced a unique confluence of factors that would shape its coinage for years to come. The story of the 1936 USA 5-cent coin, more commonly known as the Buffalo nickel, begins long before that fateful year. This humble yet iconic coin, whose image would become deeply embedded in American culture, was born from the vision of a nation at a crossroads, trying to strike a balance between honoring its heritage and pushing toward a new, more modern future. In the early 1900s, the United States was rapidly evolving. The country had emerged victorious from the Spanish-American War, expanded westward to the Pacific, and seen waves of immigrants from all over the globe. It was a time of optimism, as well as a period where Americans began to look inward to define what their country represented. The buffalo, a symbol of the American frontier, was quickly becoming a powerful emblem of both strength and national pride. It was during this time that the United States Mint sought to create a new design for the 5-cent coin, the nickel. In 1913, renowned sculptor James Earl Fraser was selected to design a new coin that would reflect the spirit of the time. Fraser, who had studied under Augustus St. Gaudens, the designer of the famous double eagle gold coin, was deeply inspired by the imagery of the American West. The result of his work was the buffalo nickel, a coin that featured a majestic buffalo on the reverse and a noble Native American chief on the obverse. It was a coin that captured the essence of America's wild frontier, its indigenous people, and the untamed beauty of the land. When the coin was first minted in 1913, it received mixed reviews. Some critics felt that the depiction of the Native American was too vague, while others were critical of the portrayal of the buffalo. Nonetheless, the design remained in circulation for over 2 decades, becoming a beloved part of American coinage. The buffalo, particularly, became a symbol of rugged independence and pioneering spirit, qualities that were central to the American identity. As the years passed, the United States found itself in the midst of the Great Depression. The country's economy was in tatters, and Americans were struggling to make ends meet. The Mint, always attuned to the needs of the nation, decided to make subtle changes to the design of the buffalo nickel in 1936. These changes were not immediately obvious to the casual observer, but they were significant in their own right. One of the key changes to the 1936 buffalo nickel was the refinement of the buffalo's image. Over time, the original design had worn down, with the buffalo's features becoming less distinct due to the constant pressure of the minting process. To counteract this, the Mint made slight modifications to the die, enhancing the buffalo's features and bringing greater clarity to the image. The result was a coin that, while still embodying the spirit of the original design, appeared fresher and more vibrant. Another notable aspect of the 1936 buffalo nickel is the inclusion of a mint mark. Prior to this year, the coin was struck without a mint mark, which led to some confusion about the origin of the coins. In 1936, however, the Philadelphia Mint added a small D to the reverse of the coin, indicating that it had been produced at the Denver Mint. This mint mark would help future collectors identify the coin's place of origin, adding a layer of intrigue and value to the coin. When the 1936 buffalo nickel was released into circulation, it was met with widespread approval. People appreciated the coin's simple elegance and the way it captured a piece of America's past while remaining firmly rooted in the present. But the true significance of the 1936 buffalo nickel would not be fully understood until years later, when collectors began to take a closer look at the coin's value. As time passed, the 1936 buffalo nickel became a sought-after item for numismatists. The combination of its refined design and the inclusion of the mint mark made it an attractive piece for collectors. But it wasn't just the aesthetics that drew people in. The coin's historical significance, its connection to a pivotal moment in American history, gave it a timeless appeal. Over the decades, the value of the 1936 buffalo nickel increased steadily. In the 1960s, collectors began to realize that certain versions of the coin, particularly those with the D mint mark, were rare and in high demand. This led to an increase in interest, and prices began to climb. By the 1980s, the 1936 buffalo nickel had become a key piece in the collections of serious numismatists. Today, the 1936 buffalo nickel is a coveted coin in the world of coin collecting. Its value has fluctuated over the years, influenced by factors such as demand, rarity, and the condition of the coin. A well-preserved 1936 buffalo nickel can fetch hundreds of dollars at auction, with some rare versions commanding even higher prices. Coins in pristine condition, particularly those with the D mint mark, are considered highly valuable. But it's not just the monetary value that makes the 1936 buffalo nickel so special. It's the story behind the coin. It's a piece of American history, a tangible connection to a time when the nation was redefining itself. The buffalo, a creature that once roamed the plains in vast herds, is now a symbol of America's past and a reminder of the importance of conservation. The Native American chief, whose image graces the obverse, represents a culture that was nearly wiped out by the forces of expansion and colonization. Together, these elements make the 1936 buffalo nickel a powerful symbol of both the triumphs and tragedies of American history. As a collector, holding a 1936 buffalo nickel is like holding a piece of the past in your hand. It's a reminder of a time when the nation was still young, still finding its way in the world. And as the value of these coins continues to rise, it's clear that the 1936 Buffalo nickel will remain a cherished part of American numismatic history for generations to come. But what makes the 1936 version of the Buffalo nickel particularly special? Why does this coin, in particular, command so much attention from collectors and numismatists alike? To understand this, we must look at the nuances that set the 1936 coin apart from its predecessors. For starters, the Mint's decision to refine the design of the buffalo was not merely cosmetic. By enhancing the details of the buffalo, the Mint not only gave the coin a more polished appearance, but they also ensured that the coin would stand the test of time. The crisp lines and enhanced features of the buffalo made the 1936 version of the coin far more enduring, with fewer issues related to wear and tear. This made it more desirable for collectors, as coins with greater detail and definition hold more value. Furthermore, the mint mark was a key feature that set the 1936 Buffalo nickel apart from earlier issues. While the lack of a mint mark in previous years was largely due to a lack of necessity, by 1936, the mint had begun to standardize the process of marking coins with their place of origin. This mint mark, which appears on the reverse side of the coin, gave collectors a way to trace the coin's lineage and determine where it was made. This added a layer of intrigue for collectors, making it a highly sought-after piece in the growing world of numismatics. As the years went on, the value of the 1936 Buffalo nickel continued to rise. By the 2000s, collectors were paying top dollar for high-grade versions of the coin, especially those with the D mint mark. Coins in mint state condition, with sharp details and minimal wear, have consistently sold for hundreds of dollars. The 1936 Buffalo nickel, particularly in uncirculated or near-mint condition, is often considered one of the most iconic coins of the 20th century. The popularity of the 1936 Buffalo nickel can be attributed to several factors. For one, the design is timeless, evoking the spirit of the American frontier and the rugged individualism that many associate with the United States. Additionally, the coin's relatively limited mintage, coupled with its distinctive design and historical significance, ensures that it remains a prized possession for collectors around the world. As the years pass, fewer and fewer well-preserved examples of the 1936 Buffalo nickel are available, further driving up its value. For those who are new to the world of coin collecting, the 1936 Buffalo nickel offers a perfect starting point. Its blend of historical relevance, aesthetic appeal, and collectible value makes it a must-have for any serious numismatist. Whether you're just beginning to build your collection or you're a seasoned expert looking to add a rare gem to your stash, the 1936 Buffalo nickel is a coin that will continue to captivate collectors for years to come. So, the next time you come across a 1936 Buffalo nickel, take a moment to appreciate the history behind it. Consider the hands that held the coin decades ago and the legacy it carries with it. Whether you're holding it as part of your collection or simply admiring its beauty, the 1936 Buffalo nickel is a piece of American history that will never lose its value. In conclusion, the 1936 USA 5-cent Buffalo nickel stands as a testament to the resilience of American coinage. Its enduring design, historical significance, and collector appeal make it a coin that has captured the hearts and imaginations of people for over a century. From its creation in 1913 to its refinement in 1936, the Buffalo nickel remains one of the most beloved and sought-after coins in the world. Whether as a symbol of the American frontier, a memento of a bygone era, or a valuable collectible, the 1936 Buffalo nickel holds a place in history that will never fade. Top 5. In the world of numismatics, few coins are as steeped in history and symbolic of American identity as the Buffalo nickel. The 1937 version of this iconic 5-cent coin stands as a continuation of a design that first graced American currency in 1913, yet it carries with it the weight of an evolving nation. The 1937 Buffalo nickel, like its predecessors, reflects a time in American history when the country was still grappling with its past and looking forward to its future. The history of the Buffalo nickel is tied to the American West, a land of opportunity, myth, and challenge. It was a time when the United States was expanding westward, settling new lands, and shaping the future of its national identity. The buffalo, a powerful and almost mystical creature, had once roamed the Great Plains in vast herds, providing sustenance and spiritual significance to the Native American tribes. But as the 19th century drew to a close, the buffalo was on the brink of extinction due to overhunting and the encroachment of settlers. By the early 1900s, the buffalo had come to represent both the untamed beauty of the American frontier and the devastating consequences of westward expansion. This sense of loss, coupled with a desire to honor the nation's roots, inspired the creation of the buffalo nickel. In 1913, the U.S. Mint selected James Earl Fraser, a prominent sculptor, to design a new 5-cent coin. Fraser, who had trained under the great Augustus St. Gaudens, brought his own artistic vision to the project. The result was a coin that would become a symbol of the American spirit, a majestic buffalo on the reverse side and a noble Native American chief on the obverse. The design was meant to capture the essence of the nation's past while also looking toward the future. When the buffalo nickel was first released, it met with mixed reviews. Some critics found the depiction of the Native American chief to be too generic, while others questioned the portrayal of the buffalo itself. Despite the early criticisms, the coin gained a following, and by the time the 1930s arrived, the buffalo nickel had become an iconic part of American coinage. But as the country entered the depths of the Great Depression, the design of the coin began to show signs of wear. The mint had been striking coins for years, and the buffalo nickel had been in circulation for nearly 2 decades. The wear and tear of constant use had begun to affect the clarity of the design, and the image of the buffalo, in particular, was starting to look blurry and indistinct. This was a problem the U.S. Mint needed to address, and by 1937, they took action. In 1937, the Mint decided to make subtle changes to the design of the buffalo nickel, refining the features of the buffalo and improving the overall appearance of the coin. These changes were primarily focused on the reverse side, where the image of the buffalo had become softened and less distinct over the years. The new design brought the buffalo's features into sharper focus, making it appear more lifelike and majestic. The result was a coin that seemed fresher and more vibrant, one that carried the spirit of the original design but with a renewed sense of vitality. The 1937 buffalo nickel also marked a period of transition for the coin's minting process. In previous years, the mint had been producing coins without any mint marks, which made it difficult for collectors to determine where the coins were made. By 1937, however, the mint had adopted a system of mint marks to indicate the location of production. The 1937 buffalo nickel, for the first time in years, featured a mint mark on the reverse side of the coin. This mint mark, located near the buffalo's rump, indicated that the coin had been struck at the Denver Mint. The inclusion of the mint mark on the 1937 buffalo nickel was a small but significant change, adding an extra layer of interest for collectors. Mint marks were important because they allowed collectors to trace the origin of the coins in their collection. The presence of a mint mark also made certain coins rarer than others, as not all mint locations produced the same quantities of coins. As a result, collectors soon began to pay attention to the mint mark, as well as the coin's overall condition and design, when evaluating the value of a buffalo nickel. When the 1937 buffalo nickel was released into circulation, it was well received by the public. The coin's refined design, coupled with the inclusion of the mint mark, made it an attractive piece of currency. However, it wasn't just the appearance of the coin that drew attention. It was also its symbolic significance. The buffalo nickel, with its portrayal of the buffalo and the Native American chief, stood as a reminder of the nation's past, of a time when the American frontier was still wild and untamed. For many Americans, the 1937 buffalo nickel represented the resilience of the nation, its ability to endure hardships and forge ahead into a new era. As the years passed, the value of the 1937 buffalo nickel began to rise. As with many coins, the rarity and condition of the 1937 version became crucial factors in determining its worth. Coins that were well preserved and in mint condition quickly became sought after by collectors. This was particularly true for coins with the Denver Mint mark, which were less common than those produced in Philadelphia. As the demand for these coins grew, their prices began to climb steadily. By the mid-20th century, the 1937 buffalo nickel had become a prized possession for serious numismatists. The coin's refined design, historical significance, and relative rarity made it an attractive addition to any collection. In the 1960s and 1970s, The Buffalo nickel experienced a resurgence in popularity as a new generation of collectors began to appreciate its beauty and importance. Auctions featuring high-grade examples of the 1937 Buffalo nickel began to see bidding wars, and the coin's value skyrocketed. Today, the 1937 Buffalo nickel is considered one of the most valuable and sought-after coins of the 20th century. Coins that are in excellent condition, particularly those with the D mint mark, can fetch significant sums at auction. Even coins that show signs of wear and tear can still command impressive prices, though those with sharp details and little damage are the most desirable. A 1937 Buffalo nickel in uncirculated condition can sell for hundreds of dollars, with the most pristine examples reaching even higher prices. But the value of the 1937 Buffalo nickel is not just monetary. For collectors, the coin represents a piece of American history, a link to a time when the nation was redefining itself. The buffalo, with its rugged strength, symbolizes the country's untamed past, while the Native American chief serves as a reminder of the people whose land was taken during the westward expansion. Together, these images make the 1937 Buffalo nickel more than just a coin. It is a symbol of a nation's journey and the complex history that shaped it. For those new to coin collecting, the 1937 Buffalo nickel offers a perfect starting point. Its rich history, stunning design, and collectible appeal make it a must-have for anyone interested in numismatics. Whether you're a seasoned collector or someone just starting to explore the world of coins, the 1937 Buffalo nickel is a coin that will continue to captivate and inspire for generations to come. In conclusion, the 1937 USA 5-cent Buffalo nickel is a coin that holds a special place in the hearts of collectors and history enthusiasts alike. From its refined design to its symbolic connection to the American frontier, the 1937 Buffalo nickel stands as a testament to the enduring spirit of the United States. Whether it's the allure of its historical significance, its striking imagery, or its increasing value in the numismatic world, the 1937 Buffalo nickel is a coin that will always be treasured.